Um, so Roger Jackson was arrested finally. This is 26 days the LAPD um, took for the investigation. And I want to confirm the charge. It is felony assault. I mean, this is the fact that a pro wrestling ring was involved in no way played into these. This is as if he walked in and pounded a store owner to oblivion. What could that carry, Kev? We're talking felony.
I think 7,
Good God, yeah,
maybe
maybe.
15, maybe 15. Probably, I think they would probably plead that to 3, serve 18.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want to say I think this is necessary for wrestling because you are willingly giving your body, and in a regular match, I'm not even talking about if there's an outsider involved getting the ring. You're willingly giving your body, your livelihood, your health, your ability to function and wipe your own ass for the rest of your life. You're giving that to somebody standing across from you who you may or may not know well. On these indie federations, somebody might be coming in for a shot. You don't even know this person, and you're putting yourself in such a vulnerable position. I do think that something like this, a precedent needs to be set.
I saw a thing on Instagram the other day, and it was a wrestling match, and the guy was kind of walking away, and they had like cinder blocks in the ring. And this guy picked up a cinder block and threw it down
Mm.
into the back of this guy's head that was walking like kind of away from him. And I mean, the cinder block didn't disintegrate or anything like it was at work. It was a fucking cinder block, man. The guy went down like he got shot with a fucking like a rifle. I was just like, holy fuck. I sent it to Austin. I said, like,
Yeah, I don't pop when I see a lot of this shit. And the funny thing is, I was an ECW fan, but maybe in some way it was more controlled, or was there something more professional about it, or was I just younger? I cringe at some of the shit that pops up on
I
my
think
fucking
no,
feed.
no. If you look at it though, like the majority of the guys that were doing the crazy ass shit were Hall of Fame caliber
Right, Rob
wrestlers.
Van Dam, Dudley's, Sabu,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they had a. I mean, and I think it was one of those things where they worked like they didn't work once a week for TVs, like they worked.
Right, right.
So I mean, there was those guys were putting in ring time, and they were doing Japan shots,
That's
and
true.
so those guys. I mean, there was 3 companies at that time.
Right.
Yeah, there was 3 companies of guys that could work. Like Mike Awesome was a talented big guy, like six
Jesus, was he
five.
huge? Yeah, he was fucking scary big.
Yeah. Well, he was really huge on their show. Remember when 911 was choke slamming everybody, and
Yeah.
you'd watch it on the Sunshine Network. I thought the guy was like 7 foot. I met him; he was like 6'4". I went, "Oh fuck,
Well, I mean, you put him with Little Guido or Mikey Whipwreck, yeah,
yeah, or Taz, or
or Taz. That happened in the locker room, as I recount in Todd Has Got. 911 kind of snatched Taz up one time in the locker room. I think he said, if you're feeling froggy, jump. And then he reached over and pulled Taz off the bench. Oh, those were the wild days.
yeah.
Locker room confrontations
I
where
saw I saw
nobody got
another
hurt.
indie clip. The guy does the Jesus Christ gimmick where he doesn't touch anybody,
Oh, yeah, he kind of just
and he
puts
he's,
the
he does,
hands up.
and he moves the guy over, and he makes that guy go up on the top rope and throws this guy down and makes the guy from the top rope. Yeah, I watched that. I was just like, wow.
Yeah, and imagine the pressure to live the gimmick outside the ring if you're one of those wrestling purists who wants to always be seen as your character, a la the Sheik or someone like that. You just got, you have to part water when you're at the community pool. You're in the
You could just
diner. You got to turn the
or you
water
could
to
just be a
wine. It's
really
fucking
caring human being,
right.
and that would set you that would set you closer to Jesus and 99.9% of the people that walk our planet right
The
now.
general population.
Yeah, show empathy and kindness. Wow, could you imagine?
You wouldn't be over. Be too hard to get over doing that today.
Nobody would believe it.
No.
They believe he was like he's too Christ-like. This is a work.
It's too real. Instagram and wrestling historian Mr. Nash, a lot of WCW fans were surprised that the War Games match didn't happen at the Fall Brawl 1999 pay-per-view after being an annual tradition. Why was it discontinued? Thanks in advance.
No, dude.
Yeah, Instagram. I got to teach you something about asking these intricate questions about pay-per-views 35 years ago.
Yeah, like fuck.
Kev knew where to go. It was on his itinerary. He used the Diners Club card to get the fucking Cadillac. He got everyone there, and he got in the ring and did his thing.
Yeah, one thing I watched the thing the other day on it was either on Instagram or something like that, and it was I was in the ring, I was a baby face. They attacked Goldberg. It was the Giant Hogan, and I ended up they hooked. I ended up kicking Goldberg, but like the old move I kick Goldberg thing, and then from the back came Piper, DDP, and the Ultimate Warrior. So and Tony Schiavone was going crazy over this was Team WCW. So we were going into we definitely were going into the War Games with that storyline right there. I don't know if it didn't happen because Warrior fucked off. Because I'm sitting there watching this again, watching a clip I have no fucking recollection of, and it's just the fact that Roddy got down the ring as fast as he did with that fucking hip was amazing. Warrior threw some good punches, and I'm thinking like I don't remember fucking like Goldberg was saying, "Why'd you kick me at the end?" And we went off the air, kind of. Me and Bill were hot at each other. I remember none of it.
Right. Okay. Understandable. Who else in the house? Wow. Some of our members here. Ivan's True Family Stories. I hope you get to watch one battle after another in theaters this week. Just saw it. 10 out of 10. Incredible film. The hell is it even, Ivan? I don't know that I've heard of it. Actually, I know I haven't heard of it.
I'm still trying to recover from Weapons.
Right. Still hurts? Where's Wes?
Yeah, where's Wes? He must have known I watched Weapons.
I was going to say, he hasn't been here since you were going to give your review.
He was trying to make a rebound with me on that Trapped movie.
Steve wants to do a segment, a game show called Kevin Nash, This Is Your Career. And we play a match that you have no recollection of.
God,
be all of them. Next, who's here? Keep sending them at me.
It's funny, though. You show me a picture of Scott and I drunk, sitting at ringside.
Everything about the night.
Sitting at ringside, doing something. Yeah, I remembered everything.
Where you went afterwards.
Fuck, yeah.
It's only that wrestling shit you
fuck
didn't really pay much attention to. All right, kid. Edgar Watson, when does a receipt really become an assault? Obviously, the incident really crosses the line, but where does that line get crossed? Referencing the Roger Jackson.
Receipts one-on-one. You don't throw 3 punches in a receipt. It's one shot.
Right.
Because when you're talented as a worker and you know what the fuck you're doing out there, when you get a fucking shot, you're like, motherfucker, because you don't get them.
Right.
You don't get them for months at a time.
Yeah.
And when you get one, you usually fucking. I always did the no sell. The harder you hit me, the more it hurt. The more I no sold it because I wanted you to come in the back and say to yourself, motherfucker, I just hit Nash and fucking hurt my hand, and that motherfucker didn't even say a word.
Right.
That was always my psychology.